What you just saw there was a coordinated disruption of a speaking event that took place Tuesday, November 27th, 2017. The target was one Lucian Wintrich, White House correspondent and journalist for the Gateway Pundit. Lucian was invited to the campus by the UCONN College Republicans to give his speech titled, "It's Okay to Be White," and as you can see, not everyone agrees with him. We're going to take a look at a couple more angles here to try to see exactly what went down. As we can see from the first two videos, Lucian is approached by two individuals, one male, one female, who both appear to be trying to exit via a blocked door. While the two have some visibly unfriendly words with Lucian, the female grabs Lucian's speech from the podium and attempts to quickly walk away. Lucian then legally proceeds to retrieve his stolen property from the female, and all hell breaks loose. At around the 1 minute and 20-second mark of this video, you can see Sal Cipolla getting a little roughed up by the officers on the scene. Sal is a friend of Lucian's and all of us who support the America First agenda. He's worked with Gavin McInnes and other right-wing speakers in the past, and his footage here is absolutely pivotal if you want to see the full story. I would encourage everyone to go give Sal some love for the video and check out his Facebook as well. Now, let's take a look at his footage and see what the mainstream media really isn't telling you about this incident.
I'm with Lucian. Okay. I'm good. All right. I'm with him. Okay, back right now. Okay. No. Okay. Everybody's good. We're good. Out. I'm back. Move it away. I'm moving away, sir. I'm moving away. This person right here. That person, I have it on video. That person right there. I have it on video. Alright, shit just got crazy. I have no idea what's going on. I'm not moving anywhere, officers. It's already gotten chaotic enough. Alright, they took Lucian away. Looks like he might be in cuffs. They're breaking glass and shit. It's getting a little crazy. Go back in there? Okay, go in there. Alright, officer told me to stay here.
And there you have it, folks. Another lovely display of liberals not being able to deal with conservatives exercising their freedom of speech on a college campus. It's also important to note that the University of Connecticut is actually a public school. The reason this should bother you is that taxpayers are now funding the suppression of conservative voices. We've seen this type of behavior shown towards Ben Shapiro, Milo Yiannopoulos, Steven Crowder, Gavin McInnes, and a handful of other conservative speakers. It's funny how none of our groups silence their speakers. It's really funny how we can speak to them openly without fights, without any of this violence, yet when we come to speak our mind, this is what happens. It's getting old and it needs to stop. Freedom of speech is freedom of speech for everybody, even your worst enemy. The biggest thing to take away from this is that it's not going to stop. And eventually we are going to have to fight fire with fire and show them what it's like to have their freedom of speech taken away. I'm definitely not advocating for any type of violence. All I'm saying is that you can only be pushed so far before you have to push back. We can either wait for the universities to fix this, or we can start fighting fire with fire. I guess we'll just have to wait and see how that one pans out. That being said, it doesn't appear that Lucian is going to take this lying down. Since the night of the incident, Lucian has personally said that he does plan legal action against the woman who took his paper. Section 53A-21 of the Connecticut Penal Code states, use of physical force in defense of property. A person is justified in using reasonable physical force upon another person when and to the extent that he reasonably believes such to be necessary to prevent an attempt by such other person to commit larceny or criminal mischief involving property, or when and to the extent he reasonably believes such to be necessary to regain property which he reasonably believes to have been acquired by larceny within a reasonable time prior to the use of such force. But he may use deadly physical force under such circumstances only in defense of person as prescribed in section 53A-19. Based on the language of this law, it appears that Lucian will have a pretty easy time winning this case in court. I definitely wish him the best of luck, and I hope that they make an example out of this woman, because it's not going to be too long until somebody does a lot more than pull on your backpack to get their property back. Before we close this video out, I just want to give a special shout out to Sal Sapola for gathering all the video to prove my point. I'd also like to thank Lucian Wintrich for going out there and showing us all what we already know, that the violent side is not the right. The side that wants to disturb the peace and create chaos is not the right. As we've seen here and as we've seen at many other speeches, the side that is always trying to silence free speech and disturb the peace comes from the left. That's just how it is. If anyone watching this video can show me any documented case of a right-wing group silencing someone else's speech simply for speaking their ideas, please show me, because I have yet to see that happen in any instance, and I do spend quite a bit of time on the internet. I really hope you guys did enjoy the video. I hope it was informative, and I hope everyone learned a lesson from it. I am new to video editing and voiceovers and all of this stuff, so if you have criticisms, let me know. If you loved it, if you hated it, if you think I should keep going, if you think I should kill myself, just drop me a PM, and I will be sure to take your criticisms into account. This has been John Fitzgerald with the New Right Network and RightSideNews.com. We are the right news for America. Thank you all for watching. God bless you and God bless America.